opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Pretty throwing here on first. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw by Purdy. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Stafford finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Purdy on first down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to him. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He's got Ayuk on that slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This is caught inside the 15. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He brings it in. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
On first down, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Avoid some trouble. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after converted from Carney. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy to throw it. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 39. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw by Purdy. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Right back to Williams on 1st down. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw here, Stafford. Completed over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Running right, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. He'll throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Cut at the 20-yard line. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Here he is to throw. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing now. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. To throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. football. It's 4th and inches. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner! So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.